Hello, everybody. Let's go ahead and get started with a reading for you. One card just flew out, but I'm going to put it back in because I wasn't asking any questions. All right, Spirit. Excuse me. Spirit, please show me what is the most important message the collective needs to hear right now. Magician. All right, what are we manifesting? What is it that we're putting all our time, our energy, our effort? What are we putting in? What are we manifesting for the 2024? What are we manifesting for 2024, Spirit? Please show me what messages do we have. Ooh, we got a tower here. Tower. Something coming down. Somebody afraid of the tower? Don't be afraid of the tower, ever. The tower comes in and takes away anything that is getting in the way of, trust me, the tower is not a bad thing. Okay, we've got 3 major arcanas. Keep going, Spirit. What messages do we have for the collective? We got 3 of Cups in the reverse. We got the 7 of Wands in the reverse. Someone here that's like, I don't feel like defending myself anymore. 8 of Wands, some type of communication. I think it's when you have your guard down. Somebody comes in. And what do we got here? Page of Wands and the Hermit. All right, bottom of the deck. We've got the Hierophant. Okay, so you could be dealing with a Taurus. We've got Taurus, we've got Virgo, we have Gemini, Scorpio, double Virgo, okay? And Leo. I don't know if I said Leo or not, but Leo is here. So you could be dealing with these signs, or you could be, you could have these signs in your chart, however this goes. Overall energy, Hierophant. Lessons being learned. I definitely do feel like someone here is, I just heard somebody here is doing things by the book. They're doing things in a very traditional fashion, okay? For some of you, that could be of importance. For others of you, I feel like, what is this Hierophant? A judgment card. Okay, judgment call. Whew. Okay. So it's like someone here needs to make a judgment call about a lesson. It's like, enough is enough. Okay? Enough is enough. Judgment call about what it is that they're committing to. A judgment call about what it is that they're manifesting. What it is that you're going to be manifesting in the future. It's like there is a judgment call that is, the final horn is being blown, and it's like, what do we need to let go of? What is it that we need to revive? And what is it that we are, like, what are we making judgment calls on? And I feel like there is help. I feel like when I see that, it's like the international symbol for help is on the way, right? And it's like, now, for some of you, this is about a religious aspect, okay? You could be ending like a karmic contract. You're deciding to file for divorce for some of you. For others of you, you're cutting out this karmic contract and you are going into business for yourself. That's going to be for some of you. It's like you're done with corporate. And I kind of feel like someone here who's just wanting to kind of go off and do their own thing, okay? For some of you, you are ending a relationship and maybe, or you have already ended a relationship and now you're going into a new relationship. We have the Strength card here, so I feel like it's taken a lot of courage for you to step into a whole new life for yourself, to manifest this new life for yourself. I feel like, and that's kind of why you're afraid of like the tower coming down, because you've already had, like, you're just starting new, you're just starting fresh, and you're afraid of the same thing happening or, recreating the same scenario. I feel like, people are talking about what you're going through. I'm definitely getting like 3 of Cups in the reverse to me is gossip. People are gossiping about what it is that you're doing. Everybody's always got an opinion on what you're doing. Fuck them. Who cares? Their opinion does not matter. Okay? Their opinion at the end of the day does not matter. Like, you are on solid ground. You have solid footing. Don't worry about it. I feel like it's going to kind of, I almost get too, for some of you, it's almost like if you had a friendship group of 3, I feel like you're down to 2. I feel like there's one person who's just like, nah, opting out, kind of going off on their own path, meeting up with new people even. You could be meeting up with new people. When I look at the Strength card, I see that as the Empress. I see her as the Empress, okay? And so with the Empress energy here, I see this as, knowing your value, knowing that you're abundant, and it's almost like putting yourself out there in the spotlight, like showing everybody what you're made of. Yeah, showing everybody what you're made of. Yeah, I definitely do see you as somebody who has overcome a lot. Like overcoming like obstacles and challenges and, people who have been pushing against you. But I don't feel like that has stopped you. I do see you coming into contact with some keys though. It's like, I'm definitely getting keys. It could be keys to a new car, keys to a new home. But I am getting keys. Be careful somebody doesn't, or like spirit doesn't hide your keys. You could lose your keys. That's okay, you'll find them. Don't worry about it. I do see some type of communication that is coming in. Like I said, I feel like it comes in when you least expect it. It's like when you have your guard down. I do see a conversation that comes in very quickly. Okay? Something that comes in very, very fast. Text message, and then boom, all of a sudden it's like, hey, we're on our way, and then they just show up at your door. They're like right around the corner and don't really give you a heads up. For some of you, you could end up running into somebody at church. You could run into them at a spiritual ceremony, something along those lines. For some of you, this could have been also a funeral. My condolences. And it could have been a sudden death. And it's not something that's brand new. It's something that has already happened, okay? So I don't want to freak you guys out. Quite a few major arcanas in this reading today, you guys. We've got the Hierophant, we've got the Judgment, the Chariot, the Strength card, the Magician, and the Hermit. That's a lot of major arcana. And the Tower. Forgot the Tower. Can't forget the Tower. It's smack dab in the middle. But I feel like this is you working with spirit too. It's like you're working with your spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. It's like they are helping you overcome any obstacles and challenges. They're helping you with this victory that you're overcoming something. It's like you're avoiding towers at all cost right now. You're not avoiding them, but you are working through them much quicker. It's through these tower moments that you just manifest something. It's like instantaneous. Tower moment hits, boom, something else comes in. Tower moment hits, boom, something else comes in. I am getting this. Who's this Two of Cups? 8 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, 4 of Swords. So I am getting collaborations when it comes to your work. Yes, and home. I did say somebody here was going to be getting a new set of keys. 4 of Wands, 6 of Cups, 6 of Swords. Yeah, someone is coming in to see you. I feel like somebody is traveling in, someone from the past. I'm definitely getting someone here wanting to manifest something with you. They want to travel in to come and see you. They could very well show up to your home. I feel like you're trying to avoid a tower moment. Maybe you haven't responded. Maybe they've asked to get together with you, but you are just kind of like not really saying anything. I do get that they are traveling across, like they could be traveling across the globe, across, from a state, one state to another with the world card here. I do feel like they have, like, this person, there is love, okay? I think for you, you're just trying to avoid a disaster. Yeah, okay. So Three of Cups is clarified. Three of Cups in the reverse. This is not wanting to reconcile, okay? And what's clarifying it is the Five of Cups. So it's like there's the Three of Cups that are spilt. Here's the Three of Cups that he's crying over. But there's two cups behind him. And what do those two cups represent is like there's other partnerships. There's other people whom you can see eye to eye with, okay? And I feel like you're just kind of, hitting the snooze button, and instead of like focusing on all these other things that you no longer have, I feel like you're focusing on all the things that are, you're focusing on the things that you can control. You're focused on your money. You're focused on the material, your material life, basically. You're not so much, you're trying to almost like you have no emotion left to give in a certain situation with the Three of Cups in the reverse, and it's like you're done. If people have been in and out of your life, you're done reconciling. It's like that's what this Hierophant is saying, is like you finally figured it out. The key is to just stop. The key is to just like be strong, and like whatever happens, happens. Don't try to control it. In the meantime, I do feel like you're kind of hitting the snooze button on certain relationships and any offers from relationships. It's like, and maybe things have been really quiet. Eight of Wands, we have the Two of Swords, Five of Wands, and the Nine of Swords. So some type of, it could be, people traveling in. It could be family traveling in. It could be, a text message, email, phone call. It could be, somebody who is, traveling by air over water to come and see you. And it's like, there's some type of petty conflicts, petty fights, petty arguments. There's a lot of stress around this situation, and choices that need to be made. And I feel like someone here needs to make a decision on whether or not they want to allow, this. And yeah, see, look at this. We've got the Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Wands is someone who is constantly in and out, back and forth. It's like they come in, they reap havoc, and maybe there's just an ending. It's like, it's just old news bears, and someone here and look at this, the staff. It's almost like, beating a dead horse almost with the Death card here and the Ten of Swords. I just feel like it's just the end of, allowing people in and out of your life coming, it's like, it almost feels like a billy club, like getting hit over the head with a billy club, or being constantly feeling like you're being stabbed in the back, or, just feeling like you're just done accepting olive branches at this point. I think that you can only beat your head against a brick wall so many times. Yeah, for a lot of you, this has something to do with your family. In the hopes and fears is the Page of Wands. And the Page of Wands is, a messenger. He comes in to give us this, excited message. It's like something exciting, and what is that? It could come from family, because we have the Ten of Cups here, which is a family, okay? Someone who, again, like they could live at a distance from you with the Three of Wands here and the Ace of Cups. I feel like the fear is that there is no more love in this situation. It's like you love them, but sometimes it's just best to love them from afar with the Three of Wands here. I feel like that way with family. And so, with the Hermit as the outgoing card, this is someone who pulls back their energy, who kind of goes into just solitude and is like, I've learned my lessons and I'm going to go ahead and go into solitude. Yeah, because look, I'm overcoming all the toxicity. I don't want to fight and argue, because the Knight, or the King of Wands with the Devil, like you're just kind of giving up toxic relationships. The Hermit is like, I've learned my lessons of the past with the devil here. And I know that whenever I see the strength card, I know that the devil is nearby. And it has taken you a lot to overcome this devil, to not go running into battles anymore. Because I feel like, you know, in the past, you've always had to defend yourself in the Seven of Wands in the upright, but you're doing things differently and saying, you know, I don't really find it necessary to defend myself anymore. This kind of shit used to stress me out, and now I've learned my lesson, and I'm not committing to that anymore. I'm committing to my spiritual growth. I'm committing to, you know, God's source energy, basically, and just forgiveness, because that's what the Hierophant represents. It's about forgiveness because you've learned the lesson, you know, so you're tapping more into your spiritual beliefs, you know. You've really had to see things from a different perspective. And so I feel like, you know, this head and heart decision that you have had to make, I feel as though like you're ready to take a leap of faith into the unknown. And I feel like you are opening your heart up to people, places and things that open their hearts to you, that, you know, it's like they honor the spiritual aspect of where they are. And I feel like you're coming into alignment with more like-minded people. That's what I get here, like-minded people. And so I feel like for a lot of you, you're just pulling back. You're pulling back. You're kind of going sleepy time on a lot of people, right? You're just kind of like, no, I'm good, you know. Yeah, but I don't feel like this is going to go away quite yet. I really don't. I feel like, yeah, and so there's still this weighing up, juggling, like, should I, shouldn't I? Should I, shouldn't I? I feel like for a lot of you, you're just kind of happier alone. I think that the last few years, you know, and like looking back at, you know, because we have had a lot of relationship dynamics, and we do have the Two of Cups here, right? And so again, this could be about like third party relationships and 3 to 2, you know, maybe somebody, for some of you, somebody here wants to write in and tell you that they choose you. You know, they wanted to choose you all along, but they had to realize like what it was that they were losing out on first before they could actually come back. And they're hoping, they're hoping that you'll be open to the idea of them coming back in. It's going to be different for everyone. It just depends on how much water is under the bridge, okay? Because I do see that here with, you know, the 5 of Cups, and we do have the water under the bridge with the Moon card right next to that. So that is the water element. Plus we have the 6 of Swords and the King of Cups. And so this has a lot to do with emotion, you know, and moving into calmer waters, moving into calmer emotion about this situation. And I feel like, you know, with the relationship dynamics that we're in, especially now that we have the South Node in Libra too, you know, we're just kind of like sailing away from relationships nowadays. Like we're not putting up, thank you, Spirit. We're not putting up with any more shit from anybody. We're just kind of like, yeah, no, done. If it's too hard, too complicated, we're not putting a lot of energy or emphasis into things that just don't serve a purpose anymore. And so if there's certain things that are stressing us out, we're just not going to, it's almost like we're done hitting our head against a brick wall. And I think that that's part of the lesson that, you know, humanity has been learning is, you know, there is a major division when it comes to humanity right now. That's the devil that we have right here, you know, and the devil is the division that we have. So whether it's through our religious beliefs or spiritual upbringing, or, you know, maybe for some of you, you know, you wouldn't date somebody who is religious, and now you found somebody that you're like, you know what, I'm willing to open myself up to that. So I feel like it's about opening yourself up to not being so dogmatic about your way of thinking, being, believing, and seeing, you know, opening yourself up to other ways. You know, because that might actually close off the dating pool, or, you know, the where you work, you know, because we kind of like squeeze ourselves out when we say, oh, you know, I'm not willing to do this just in case. So I do feel like in 2024, like as we go into the next year, this could be about you, you know, new jobs. This could be about, you know, trying new things even. And again, not being so dogmatic. Oh, I will never work there. Well, you know, you might actually really like it, you know? So again, try new things, open yourself up to new dynamics. And don't be so dogmatic in your way of thinking. Anyway, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and leave that here. I love you all so very much. I want to thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. If you're interested in that personal reading, all my information's in the description box down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It does help my channel grow. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram under the Footsteps to Peace, and I will chat with you again later. Take care.